Hello, scholars, and welcome to week 3 of Applying Philosophy to Modern Global Issues. I was just blown away by the great work you all put into the first week's lessons. In your discussions of Glaucon's challenge, Don Ariely's video on cheating, and on Aristotle's virtue theory, you all got deeply into the philosophical issues with which we'll be wrestling throughout this course. Is virtue intrinsic to human nature, or is it something we must acquire as we grow up? Do we do the right thing because it's right, or should we expect a return on any investment of virtue on our part? How should we judge others? How should we judge other countries? Should we focus on their character? Should we focus on the consequences of their actions? Or should we simply focus on their actions themselves? Philosophers have wrestled with these ideas through the centuries. Answers to these questions help philosophers decide what should be the appropriate social contract between the people of a state and their government. Should the government be authoritarian and enforce virtue by restricting freedom? Or should government trust the people to do the right thing most of the time and guarantee as much freedom as possible for all of its members? Your project this week involves researching a political philosopher whose ideas influence the debate over the best form of the social contract. You'll be working in groups to cover the main political ideologies which had emerged in Europe by the middle of the 19th century. These ideologies include conservatism, classical liberalism, radical liberalism, and socialism. You're going to be teaching each other this week by researching these 4 basic isms. I've divided you into 4 groups, one for each ism, and your job will be to prepare a presentation to share with your classmates about your ism by Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Please post your finished reports to the Day 4 graded discussion page, or you can post a link to where you keep your report on the web. Here are your groups for reports on 19th century isms. Conservatives, that's you, Nigel, Emmy, and Casey. You'll be meeting Hong Kong time on Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. And Nigel, please initiate that conversation with Emmy and Casey on Skype. Classical liberals, that's Kirsten, Isabel, Emma, and Natalie. You'll be meeting from 9 to 10 p.m. Central Time, and Kirsten, can you please initiate that Skype conversation with your classmates? Radical liberals, that's you, Shreya, Camilla, Scarlett, Alicia, and Caroline. You'll be meeting from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Shreya, can you please initiate that conversation? Socialists, that's you, Caitlin, Esteban, Nick, Kate, and Claire. And Caitlin, can you please initiate that conversation? You're meeting from 9 to 10 p.m. tomorrow night, Pacific Standard Time. Your organizational meeting takes place tomorrow night, so please make an effort to make it there. There are detailed instructions about how you should conduct your meeting and what you need to accomplish on the lesson plan pages for this week. If you cannot make it to the meeting, please contact your classmates and find out what you can do to get up to speed on your responsibilities for the project. Please invite me to join your conversation too, and I'll try to drop in. All right, after you've had a chance to absorb your classmates' presentations on Thursday, I've set up 3 pages for you all to look at in the Look In section of this week's lesson. These lessons examine one of the most revolutionary ideas of the Enlightenment, John Locke's notion that we enter the world with a blank slate, and our experience alone determines who we are. Ben Franklin, one of America's founding fathers, lived by the idea that he could shape his own identity through his own willpower by applying Aristotle's virtue theory. Franklin's example lies at the core of the American dream that any person, regardless of their backgrounds, can achieve success in a democratic society. Recently, though, science has revealed the enormous extent to which genetics shape our personalities. Contemporary psychologist Steven Pinker reveals the enormous biological debt we owe to our ancestors. The new science must complicate our conception of the blank slate and human nature. On Friday, I want you to choose one of the thinkers from your group to appear at an asynchronous cosmic salon, which will run through the weekend from Friday to Sunday the 20th at midnight. In this cosmic salon, you should plan to appear in character as one of the philosophers from your group or from one of the other groups. It's up to you. Imagine that you've been transported to the future and you now know what science has discovered about human nature in recent times. Will you need to reevaluate your philosophy, given our new understanding of the blank slate and human nature? Costumes are not required, but that would be fun. Please make sure your video is posted by 3 p.m. Sunday so that your classmates have time to respond. If you can get it in on Saturday, that'll be all the better. That's it for now. Please contact me if you have questions or concerns. Bye now.